Hello guys, welcome back. So in the previous video I have discussed about the block scope, and in the previous video I had missed two points and I want to discuss those points in this video. So let's discuss those 2 points. The first point is we can define same variable in two different scope. So what do I mean? Like we can have the variables with the same name in different scope. We cannot have in the same scope, but we can have variables with same name in different scopes. Let's understand that. If I say in the global scope, now this is the global scope, your scope.js, whatever you write here, let's say, let's create a variable. Let's use the let message, hey. Now this has the global scope, the message. Now you can create the same variable in different scope in the local scope. For suppose if you use if true, and now this is a block scope, this whole thing now becomes a block scope. Now you can create the same variable message inside this block scope. There will be no name conflict over here. Would say let message equal to by, you can say by. Let's console log this to see console log of message, and outside this block let's console log here only. First console log, not log. Okay, before saving, now let's see what will be the output. Just think what will be the output. Here we are console logging the message. Now this variable is this variable message. So this is which is in the global scope. So first hey will be printed onto the console, and next, since the condition is true, this particular variable will be printed onto the console. Right. Let's see. Hey, bye. For suppose if you remove or just comment it out, and now if you try to access the message inside this block, now it can access this block, can access the global scope, right? Now this is something called as a lexical scoping, which we will discuss. Now this message will be hey in both the cases. If you see hey, because this particular block can access the variable in its parent blocks. Now this is called as a lexical scoping, which we will be discussing, but we can't do the other. I mean, let's uncomment it out and comment this one. We can't access this message which is inside this block, right? The opposite is not true. If you see, first it will print a reference error and then it will print by. So it didn't print at all, just throwed. So it cannot found a message in the global scope because there is no variable message in the global scope. Only in the block scope there is a variable message which will be able to access in the block scope only. Right, I hope you understood this one. And the second point is, it is about the var and the let and const declarations. Your let and const declarations are different from your var declarations because your let and const declarations are introduced in year 6. So till year 6 there was no blocks in the JavaScript. After let and const are introduced only, we got this block scope concept in the JavaScript. You know, what I want to discuss is that your var declarations can happen multiple times. What do I mean? Let's comment this out. Var name, I'm giving my name. So you have assigned a variable name with a Banu Pratap. So you can assign your name also, and I will console log it. Console log it. Console log the name. So you could see Banu Pratap printed onto the console. But what you can do, what is allowed is, var name equal to John. This is allowed in the JavaScript. Here redeclaration is allowed. Redeclaration of the variable is happening in case of var. If you use var, I mean you can reassign. This is called as a reassign. This is okay, but we are doing redeclaration of the variable itself. This is allowed till the ES6, but after ES6 let and const are introduced. Their redeclaration is not allowed within the same scope, right? Here we are doing in the same scope, var in the which is global scope, but redeclaration of the variables using let and const cannot be happen in the same scope. They have to be outside. So let's understand that with an example. We'll comment it out. I will take the same example. I think we have already discussed, right? Let's uncomment it out. We have discussed this example already, right? So what I mean to say is that we cannot do something like this. Here what we are doing is reassign, redeclaration, not reassigning. If it's a reassigning, we won't use the word let over here. Let's try to run it. See, yeah, could see message has already been declared. Now this is not allowed using the let and const declaration, which here using the var declaration it is being allowed. So okay, these are the points which I want to discuss. That's it. Thank you guys for watching my video.